Hello guys, welcome again. Myself MD Tarek Anwar. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic that is force analysis on gear tooth and beam strength and Lewis form factor and various load factors on the gear tooth during solving the problem. Already discussed in the last video lecture series, that is the types of gears, that is helical gear, spur gear, bevel gear, worm gear, and nomenclature of the gear or terminology in gears. So here I am going to discuss force on the gear tooth and beam strength formula. So first of all, we will discuss what is transmitted load. When the two gears are in mesh, there will be a transmitting of torque or power from one gear to another gear. So with a pair of gears or gear sets, power is transmitted by the force developed between contacting teeth. Here I have drawn a diagram of single gear tooth. See this diagram. Focus on this diagram. I have made a shadow on the left hand side, or you can say half of the gear tooth. This is not complete tooth of the gear. This is half gear tooth. There is a P point. This is known as pitch point. When the gear are in contact with another gear tooth, there will be a contact point. This is known as pitch point. So at this point there will be forces are acting, that is different forces, just a radial force on this gear tooth and tangential force and normal force on this gear tooth. So I have shown here, that is Fr, which is acting on the gear tooth in downward direction. Ft is the on rightward direction, that is tangential force. Phi is the pressure angle. Fn is the normal force. So already discussed in the last video lecture series what is pressure line and what is pitch circle. Pitch circle is nothing but an imaginary circle, and base circle is the base circle or root circle. It is denoted by RB, base circle radius, R is the pitch circle radius, phi is the pressure angle on which there is a pressure which is exerted on the gear tooth during its functionality. So you can say this is the pitch point. So I will explain this figure again and derive this formula from this figure. See this figure again I have drawn here in a smaller size. Same diagram here, that is Fr, Ft, Fn, phi, pressure line, pitch circle, base circle, and base circle radius, pitch circle radius. Clear? So you know that cos theta is equal to given as B by H. So here B in this diagram, or you can say considering lower triangle, that is Ft is the B, Fn is the H. So you can write cos phi is equal to Ft upon Fn, or you can write Ft is equal to Fn cos phi. So it is clear to you, that is Ft is equal to Fn cos phi. Similarly Fr, that is radial force. Ft is nothing but the tangential force on the gear. Fr is the radial force on the gear, that is Fr is equal to Fn sin phi. Again different formula related to gears is given as V is equal to d by 2 into omega. So omega is nothing but 2 pi n upon 60. We can write, you know this formula, this is the basic formula. So here I have written 2 pi rpm. Rpm is nothing but n. So d in inches, rpm is revolution per minute, v inch per second. Also we can write v pi d n upon 12. When d in inches, n is rpm, v is feet per minute. Clear? So v value is calculated with the help of this formula. In terms of horsepower, we can write T n upon 63,000. T is the torque in pound inch, as the case is Newton meter. Newton meter is the torque. So here I have taken pound inch. So here torque in pound inch. N is the revolution per minute. Also, Ft is given as 33,000 HP upon V. In this case, V is feet per minute. HP is nothing but horsepower. Or in metric units, or you can say SI units, kilowatt. In kilowatt, it is calculated as Ft into V upon 1000 or T into N upon 9545. Here, T is Newton meter, V is meter per second, F is Newton. So, these forces have to be corrected for dynamic effects. Here, I am only considering static effects. So, there is a multiplication of dynamic factors, various load factors. So, corrected for dynamic effects, we discuss later considering AGMA factor. What is AGMA? I'll explain. Wait for that. So, some useful relation already explained in the last slides. That is Ft is equal to 33,000 HP upon V. V is V in feet per minute as per English system. In metric system, kilowatt, that is Fv upon 1000 is equal to Tn upon 9549. F in Newton, V is meter per second, N is RPM, T is Newton meter. Again HP, in terms of HP in horsepower, it is given as F into V upon 745.7 is equal to Tn upon 7121. That is in horsepower. Now, we'll discuss bending strength of a gear tooth or of the gear tooth. So, see this figure on the extreme right, that is single gear tooth. Here I have drawn BED, A, FR, FT, FN, Phi. See this term on this diagram, L and T. So, considering this tooth as a cantilever beam, Ft is nothing but the concentrated point load acting on a tip of the tooth. So I can draw, or I can replace this tooth considering as a cantilever beam. So I have drawn here another diagram in the middle of the part or middle of this page, that is where T is the thickness of the beam, that is cantilever. Ft is concentrated point load acting on the free end, that is on the free end of the tooth. L is the length from free end to fixed end. So you know the formula, or you know the formula of bending stress. It is given as sigma B is equal to bending moment upon section modulus, that is M upon Z. Already studied in strength of material. So here I directly written, that is M into C. C is nothing but, term is different only here, that is M into Y upon I. So in place of C I have written here, in place of Y I have written here C. So nothing is different. You know the bending moment in case of cantilever, that is W into L. Here W is nothing but Ft. So Ft into length from free end to fixed end, that is Ft into L. C is Y, distance of extreme fiber from neutral axis, that is T by 2. I is nothing but moment of inertia about neutral axis, that is Bt cube upon 12. After simplifying, we will get 6 Ft upon Bt square. This is clear to you? You know this formula? So earlier stress analysis of the gear tooth was based on a full load is applied to the tip of a single tooth. Already explained. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Single point load is acting on a free end of the tooth. The radial load in this case is negligible, or considering 0. The load is uniform across the width. These are the assumptions. Neglect frictional forces between the tooth or meshing tooth. Frictional force को भी हम neglect करके The stress concentration is negligible. So this equation does not consider stress concentration, dynamic effects and etc. So These are calculated with the help of different load factors. I'll explain this part in the next slide. Wait for that. So here we are solving and driving the equation or writing the equation that is designed for the bending strength of a gear tooth as per AGMA method. What is AGMA? AGMA is nothing but the American Gear Manufacturer Association. It is a voluntary association of companies, consultants, and academicians with a direct interest in the design, manufacture, and application of gears, couplings, and related power transmission components and equipment. This is known as AGMA is nothing but American Gear Manufacturer Association. So as per this, bending strength of a gear is given as sigma is equal to Ft into K naught into Kv into P upon B Ks into Km upon J as per US customary, or you can say as per United States. This is the formula of bending strength of a gear tooth. In SI unit, it is given as sigma is equal to Ft K naught Kv into 1.0 or 1 upon B into M. This is the thickness, M is the module, Ks Km upon J. I'll explain each and every term. Wait for that. In terms of SI unit. So sigma here is the bending stress at the root of the tooth. Ft is transmitted tangential load. Already explained, that is Ft is tangential load. K naught or Ko is overload factor. Clear? Kv is velocity factor. P is the diametral pitch, which is denoted by P, capital P. B is the face width of the tooth. M is the metric module or simply module of the gear. K is size factor. Km is mounting factor. And J is the geometry factor. I'll explain each and every term in the next slide. So your stress should not exceed allowable stress. कितना स्ट्रेस प्रोवाइडेड है उससे ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस उस पर एक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. मीन्स दैट योर स्ट्रेस शुड नॉट एक्सीड अलाउेबल स्ट्रेस ऑन द गियर टूथ. सो सिग्मा अलाउेबल बेंडिंग स्ट्रेस is given as St into KL upon KT into KR. Clear? I am not explaining each and every part because it is clear from the figure that is T is in suffix, L in suffix. So no need to explain again and again. So we can write sigma all is allowable bending stress. It is given as St into KL upon KT into KR, where sigma ALL allowable bending stress, St is bending strength, KL is the life factor, KT is the temperature factor, KR is reliability factor. So we will discuss now different load factors already explained in the last equation, that is Ko or K naught. It is known as overload factor. गियर पे जब वर्किंग कर रहे हैं डिफरेंट टाइप्स का लोड एक्स्ट्रा भी आ सकता है, ओवरलोडिंग भी हो सकता है. सो दिस इज टेबल 11.4 दैट इज ओवरलोड करेक्शन फैक्टर विच इज डिनोटेड बाय KO. सो आई हैव मेड ए 4 column and 3 rows. See this load on driven machine. Load on driven machine, it will be uniform, moderate shock or with heavy shock. Source of power is uniform or source of power is light shock, source of power is medium shock. So in this case you can find K naught or KO, that is overload correction factor, with the help of these definitions. That is, when the power source is uniform and load on driven machine is uniform, the value of KO is 1 and so on. Clear? Clear or not? So this is the, in case of moderate shock, in case of light shock of source of power. So considering source of power with light shock, and load on driver machine is moderate shock. So we will get this value as 1.50. So similarly you can find load correction factor, that is K naught, with the help of this table. Now we will discuss dynamic factor, that is KV. What is dynamic factor? It is denoted by KV. See this diagram where I have drawn, that is on the x-axis pitch line velocity, that is V, feet per minute, and on the y-axis dynamic factor, that is KV. It is given as that is in KV. So pitch line velocity and dynamic factor, that is KV, and on the top, that is pitch line velocity meter per second. So here I have drawn different lines, or you can say different graphs. It will based on the manufacturing of the gears. So you can say, as per Hobbs form cutters, there will be line drawn or curve drawn E. As per Hobbs shaping cutters, D. This is the different types of gear graphs or dynamic factor in case of different manufacturing operations which are used during manufacturing of the gear. So I am starting A, B, C, D, E. A is the high precision shaped and ground, B is the precision shaped and ground, C is the Hobbs shaking cutter, and so on. So from this diagram you can find out KV factor. Similarly on the right hand side, different types of pitch line velocity V, that is feet per minute, and dynamic factor KV. Here I have written, I am zooming this diagram, that is, see this, it will be visible to you, that is QV 5, QV 6, QV 7, QV 8, and the KV value is given. So see this diagram, I am explaining this here, that is even with steady loads टूथ इम्पैक्ट कैन काउज शॉक लोडिंग. अब टूथ एक दूसरे के साथ इम्पैक्ट करेगा तो देयर विल बी ए शॉक. इम्पैक्ट स्ट्रेंथ डिपेंड्स ऑन क्वालिटी ऑफ द गियर एंड द स्पीड ऑफ द गियर टीथ. पिच लाइन वेलोसिटी. इम्पैक्ट स्ट्रेंथ डिपेंड्स ऑन द क्वालिटी ऑफ द गियर, किस टाइप का गियर है, किस मेथड से मैन्युफैक्चर्ड हुआ है, एंड द स्पीड ऑफ द गियर टीथ, दैट इज पिच लाइन वेलोसिटी. गियर आर क्लासिफाइड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग टॉलरेंसेस, दैट इज QV 3 to 7, that's a commercial quality, and QV 8 to 12 value give you precision quality. So from the graphs you can calculate KV value as per the gear manufacturing methods. So graphs are available which chart KV for different quality factors. You can calculate the value from this graph, that is the value of KV. Now we will discuss load distribution factor, that is Km. It is denoted by Km. Mounting correction factor Km. Similar is the case which I already discussed in the previous slides. Here also, considering column, condition of support, and face width in inches, 0 to 2 inch, 6 inch, 9 inch, 16 up to 16. So accurate mounting, low bearing क्लियरेंसेज, मैक्सिमम डिफ्लेक्शन, प्रिसीजन गियर्स के लिए. फेस विड्थ, इफ द फेस विड्थ इज 0 to 2, you will take the value of Km is 1.3, and so on. Clear? I am taking a small pause here. You can read this data and find out the value of Km, that is nothing but mounting correction factor, it is Km, from table 11.5. You can refer data book to find out these tables. So failure greatly depends on how load is distributed across face. Failure greatly depends on how load is distributed across the face. फेस पे किस टाइप से लोड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है उस पर डिपेंड करता है फेलियर ऑफ गियर टीथ. सो एक्यूरेट माउंटिंग हेल्प्स इंश्योर इवन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. अगर सही माउंट करेंगे तो क्या होगा, even distribution of load is possible. So for large face width, even distribution is difficult to attain. Note that formula depends on face width, which has to be estimated for initial iteration. Form goal factor, that is B, is less than dp, diametral pitch, or you can say 6 less than b into p less than 16. This is the formula to find out face width. Clear? B is nothing but face width, already explained in the previous slides. So here this is the formula. I'll explain next term, that is reliability factor. Reliability factor is denoted by Kr. From table 11.8, that is reliability factor Kr. रिलायबिलिटी परसेंटेज 90%, कितना रिलायबल है? 99 है, 99.9 है, 99.99 है. क्लियर? सो फैक्टर के आर इज गिवन एज 0.85, 1, 1.25, 1.5. दिस इज द सोर्स फ्रॉम द AGMA, ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन, एसोसिएशन ऑफ गेयर मैन्युफैक्चर, अमेरिकन गेयर मैन्युफैक्चरर्स एसोसिएशन एज पर AGMA. सो एडजस्ट फॉर रिलायबिलिटी अदर देन 99%. अगर 99% से अलग है सो उसके लिए हम एडजस्ट करते हैं कितना होना चाहिए. एडजस्ट फॉर रिलायबिलिटी अदर देन 99%. सो के आर वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 0.658 लेस देन, रेंज इज 0.658 to 0.0759 and 1 to r, that is 0.5 less than r less than 0.99. So this is the relation for adjusting of reliability factor. And similarly Kr 0.502, 0.109, 1 to r and 0.99 less than r less than 0.9999. Clear? So this is the reliability factor. I'll explain AGMA geometry factor, that is denoted by J. That's American Gear Manufacturer Association. As per this association, the geometry factor is given as, here, number of teeth, that is n, for which geometry factor is desired. So you can find here from this graph number of teeth in mating gears and load applied at tip of the tooth कितना है. नीचे वाला लास्ट वन ग्राफ, straight line, you load applied on the tip of the tooth. So geometry factor J on the y axis, number of teeth n on the x axis. From this graph you can find number of teeth, and on the top of the right of the corner, that is load applied at highest point of single tooth contact, कितना लोड उस पर लग रहा. क्लियर? So I'll explain this graph here with this statement. Updated Lewis form factor includes effect of stress concentration at fillet. क्या बेंडिंग स्ट्रेस हमने कैलकुलेट किया था टीथ का फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. सो हेयर अपडेटेड लेविस फॉर्म फैक्टर इंक्लूड्स इफेक्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेस concentration at fillet. डिफरेंट चार्ट्स फॉर डिफरेंट प्रेशर एंगल्स. यहाँ पर डिफरेंट चार्ट है डिफरेंट प्रेशर एंगल्स के लिए. Available for precision gear where we can assume load sharing, that is upper curves, HPSTC, already explained on the top of the right corner, that is highest point of single tooth contact. What was that? Highest point of single tooth contact. Account for meshing gear and load sharing, contact ratio should be greater than 1. जब गियर एक दूसरे से मेश करेगा तो कॉन्टैक्ट रेशियो क्या? व्हाट इज कॉन्टैक्ट रेशियो? ड्यूरिंग इट्स फंक्शन मोर देन 1 टीथ इज इन कॉन्टैक्ट. मान लो कि 1.2 है तो 1 टीथ एक कॉन्टैक्ट में है और 20% अदर टीथ इज ऑल्सो इन कॉन्टैक्ट. सो अकाउंट फॉर मेशिंग गियर एंड लोड शेयरिंग, दैट इज कॉन्टैक्ट रेशियो शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 1. सिंगल टूथ कॉन्टैक्ट कंजर्वेटिव अजम्पशंस, दैट इज बॉटम कर्व. इन दिस ग्राफ दैट इज सिंगल टूथ कंजर्वेटिव अजम्पशन है, मतलब एक टूथ अगर मेश कर रहा है तो ये बेटर नहीं है. So the value of J is nothing but is given as 0.311 in n plus 0.15, that is 20 degree tooth, full degree, 20 degree pressure angle, and J is equal to 0.367 in inch in a n plus given as n plus 0.2016, that is 25 degree in case of pressure angle 25 degree. So I will explain remaining term, that is bending strength number, that is ST, which already shown in the above equations as per AGMA. So fatigue bending strength is given by the formula. Here bending stress ST of spur, helical and bevel gear teeth is given as, it will depend on material, heat treatment, and you can find minimum hardness or tensile strength. So what is ST is in KSI and ST in megapascal. What is KSI? KSI is nothing but the kilo pound per square inch, is a scaled unit derived from PSI, equivalent to 1000 PSI. Clear? So KSI is nothing but kilo pound per square inch, and megapascal is mega Newton per meter square, mega pascal Newton per meter square. Pascal is nothing but, so value can be calculated in KSI or megapascal. So see here, first example, that is steel. So gear is manufactured with steel. Heat treatment given to this gear is normalized. Minimum hardness of or tensile strength of this gear is 140 BHN, Reynolds hardness number. So in terms of KSI, the value of ST is 19 to 25, or in megapascal 131 megapascal to 172 megapascal. So from this table you can calculate the value of ST for spur, helical and bevel gear as per materials and as per heat treatment, or how much you are getting hardness number. Clear? In terms of RC, in terms of Reynolds hardness number. Clear? So IGMA, you know that cast iron के केस में क्या होगा, nodular iron as per ASTM. What is ASTM? ASTM is nothing but ASTM is known as American Society for Testing and Materials. So nodular iron as per STM grade is given as, so you can refer this table to calculate ST. Clear? And Q and T is nothing but quenched and tempered. So tabulated data similar to fatigue strength, range given because value depends on grade, जिस टाइप का ग्रेड होगा उस पर रेंज डिपेंड करेगा, and based on life of 10⁷ cycle and 99% reliability. Now we'll discuss ST analytical estimate. वो क्या था, tabular form में था, ये क्या analytically. So here I have drawn a graph shown here. Allowable bending stress number, that is ST in KPSI is nothing but same, that is KSI and KPSI, kilo, and PSI same. So metallurgical and quality control procedure required, grade 2 is given as from top of the line, that is ST value is 102 HB plus 16400 PSI, and for grade 1 ST value is equal to 77.3 HB, Reynolds hardness number plus 12,800 PSI. So you can calculate with the help of this ST value, that is analytical method. Through hardened steel gears, different charts for different manufacturing methods. Grade 1 is good quality, grade 2 is premium quality. Value is given in the graph. Now we will discuss bending strength life factor, that is denoted by KL, life factor KL, for spur and helical gears. So number of cycle, hardness number 160 BHN, 250 BHN and 450 BHN. केस कार्बोराइज्ड के लिए 55 to 63 RC. Clear? RC is the hardness number or C scale. RB, RC and RA. So source from same AGMA source. Here I have drawn a SN curve for different values of hardness, that is 400 HB, case carburized 250 HB, nitrided 160 HB. So value of Yn, what is adjust for, here I am reading the statement. So note point, see this, before that see the note point, that is the choices of Yn and the shaded area is influenced by pitch line velocity, clear, gear material cleanliness, residual stress, material ductility and fracture toughness, clear. So adjust for live goals other than 10⁻⁷ cycle. Fatigue effects vary with material properties and surface finishes. तो फैटिग इफेक्ट क्या होगा, वेरी करेगा, किस पे डिपेंड करेगा और किस पे वेरी करेगा, एज पर मटेरियल प्रॉपर्टीज एंड सरफेस फिनिशेस. So KL value is 1.6831 n to power 0.0323, where n greater than 3 10⁻⁶. Note point here, that is at 2000 RPM reach 3 million cycle in 1 day of service. So from this graph, or you can say this is SN curve, on the x-axis number of load cycles n, and on the y-axis stress cycle factor, which is given is Yn. So I am finishing my topic here with the help of an example. That is, example is conveyor drive involving heavy shock torsional loading is operated by an electric motor. The speed ratio is 1:2 and the pinion has diametral pitch P is equal to 10 per inch, and number of teeth n is equal to 18 and face width B is 1.5 inch. The gear has brinell hardness of 300 bhm. Find the maximum horsepower that can be transmitted using AGMA formula. So already explained in the above slides AGMA formula. So you can calculate maximum horsepower for this question. This is the diagram. This is conveyor drive, coupling, gears and pinion and electric motor. So I am finishing my topic here. Thank you guys.